Let's talk about academic editing success. Today, I'm sharing some tips and strategies for success when editing your papers. So, first, it's important to self edit. Self editing is your academic English. Independently is not easy, especially when you have a full course load and other life commitments. Editing your research and papers is essential, but time consuming. It requires help from a professor or a PhD in your field with a high level of knowledge and expertise. You need a qualified and neutral authority that you can trust. Ideally, you want to enlist help from a scholarly, trained professional that you know. However, most professors are busy with their work. Fortunately, there is a way to make the process easier and more efficient, and that would be to outsource your academic editing. When you outsource your English editing, you achieve numerous benefits, such as validation of your thesis, approval of references and your citations. You achieve better results, and you get acceptance of your submission. Plus, you gain access to specialized knowledge and skills during the process. Today, you'll learn the advantages of outsourcing your academic editing. Plus, we provide tips for finding the right editor and strategies for getting the best results from them. With this knowledge, you can make informed decisions and get your manuscript edited with confidence. To get more helpful videos, remember to subscribe and like. So, how do you outsource your academic editing needs? Let me share some benefits, tips, and strategies for success. What is academic editing? Academic editing corrects and perfects your writing. It's an important validation process for your paper's proposal and presentation. Ideally, you need a trustworthy PhD scholar to review and improve your essay, your research papers, and your dissertations. To ensure your research is clear and accurate and consistent, academic editors review your content, they suggest revisions, and they implement changes. They also check your grammar, spelling, punctuation, and more to ensure that your syntax is correct. When you outsource this work, you're hiring a professional editor to complete these tasks and ensure you're ready to submit your manuscript. Now, academic editing is a great way to improve your writing. It ensures your paper meets the required submission standards, and this includes following the mandatory style guides, formatting your citations, and your references. Of course, you should always review these details initially during your self-editing process before you submit to your editor. Professional academic editors correct common English mistakes. They improve your writing style, and they ensure your research is consistent and properly cited. Whether you're an aspiring research, business student, or a student in the humanities and arts, your paper can greatly benefit from a professional academic editor experienced in your field of study. So now I'd like to give you 4 reasons to get professional academic help. Academic editing helps improve your writing. Plus, there are many other reasons to consider outsourcing your editing. The 4 reasons why professional academic editing is worth your investment is: 1, it's going to save you time and money. Cut down on your individual editing time and gain more time for other responsibilities. 2, you're going to achieve a higher quality result. While you may be an excellent researcher, your English writing skills may not meet the level of excellence expected by your university. Thus, outsourcing your editing improves your quality of work, allowing you to achieve acceptance of your proposal and the best possible grades. 3, gain access to specialized skills. Maybe you're an excellent writer, but you lack the specialized knowledge required for some topics. In this case, hiring an editor with the right skills can ensure that your work is properly referenced, formatted, and written according to standard. And lastly, number 4, we're going to avoid embarrassing mistakes. Even the best researchers make mistakes, but a thorough edit prevents this. With proper academic editing, you can avoid embarrassing errors such as improper citation, formatting issues, unsupported statements, unclear language, and more. So I'd like to also give you 5 tips for when hiring an academic editor. Hiring a professional editor is a great choice, but it's important to consider a few things before you start. So here are some helpful hints. First, consider your budget. Academic editing is a time-consuming process, and therefore it is reasonably costly. It's an investment, so make sure you budget for multiple edits if necessary. Editing can include the initial substantive edits, line edits during revisions or changes, and plus a final copy edit before submissions. It's not always necessary, but it helps to plan accordingly to your needs. Next, review the editor's sample. It's important to work with the right editor for you. Find an editorial service with experience in your specific field of study and academic level. You can also gain confidence by reviewing their past success with other clients. Check out their testimonials. 3, establish expectations. Be clear about what you expect from your editor. This includes outlining all your instructions, and your submission guidelines include how quickly you need the work completed, how many revisions you want, and how the payment process works. Next, be realistic. Don't expect your editor to write your research or perform magic on your behalf. While academic editing can make a big impact on your work, it's not a magic wand. Be realistic about what feedback and insight your editor will provide for your revision and how best to follow their recommendations accordingly. The benefits of outsourcing academic editing, there are many, and outsourcing your academic editing, example, you save time, you get better results, and you gain access to professional with specialized skills. But what else can you expect from outsourcing your editing? Well, you can stop burnout. Research and writing are challenging processes, and it's easy to become burned out. If this sounds familiar to you, it might be time to consider outsourcing your editing. Next, avoid academic penalties. Universities have strict rules about referencing and citations, and if you're not following these rules, you risk incurring penalties that can seriously impact your grade. Outsourcing reduces this hazard. Also, you're going to prevent personal embarrassment. Ensure your submission is clean, logical, and accepted. If you're unfamiliar with the submissions process, the specific style of citation required, or struggle with English, get professional help. Avoid common embarrassing mistakes. And of course, it's going to help you stay focused. If you have other commitments, you might find it difficult to stay focused on your written work. By outsourcing your editing, you can focus on your other commitments, confident that your work is in good hands and is going to be completed on time. So is outsourcing worth it? Yes. When deciding whether or not to outsource your editing, it's important to consider how you benefit. Does your workload allow you the time to complete your written work? Ask yourself, what are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Do you even know? Are you a native English speaker? If not, you need to get some help. So if you struggle with self-editing, citations, or formatting, outsourcing your editing is a great option. If you don't have the skills or knowledge, outsourcing your editing is the best choice. If you have the time and skills, but your written word is consistently below standard, outsourcing your editing can help. Finally, if you want to polish paper but don't have the time, outsourcing is a great choice. So how do you find the right editor? Well, finding the right editor can be a challenge, so it's important to put some thought into the process. Your editor should have the right skills, experience, and qualifications for the job. To find the right academic editor for you, consider this. Know what you're looking for. Before you start looking for editors, know what you need and what you want. Are you looking for a specific style of editing, such as line editing or proofreading? Do you need editing for research papers or a dissertation? Knowing what you need will help you narrow down your options and find the right editor for your job. Next, look at the editor's history. Take some time to determine if they're a good fit for you. Does their experience align with your needs? Are they able to deliver on your timeline? Do they have a proven history of success with other academics like you? This information can help you narrow down your options and find an editor that's a right fit just for you. You want to get references also. References assure you of your editor's abilities. Ask for references and recommendations for previous clients, or just check out their testimonials. Always, always ask questions. Before you hire an editor, ask your questions. Ask their rates, editing style, turnaround times, satisfaction guarantee, and more. This can help you narrow down your options and find the right editor for you. Now, consider availability. Finally, the editor's availability. Some editors work on a full-time basis, others are part-time, some are available only on the weekends. This can help you to narrow down the options and find the right editor for you. Next, let's talk about strategies for getting the best editing results. Now that you've found the right editor, what's next? With the right approach, you can get the best results from your editor. To do this, keep this in mind. You want to be open and communicate. A successful partnership between the editor and yourself, the author, is based on an open and honest communication. So talk with your editor about your needs, your expectations, your work style, include all your questions and requirements, and be open about your needs so you can get a better experience for both parties. Stay organized. Being organized can help you get the most out of your editor. For example, if you have multiple papers to be edited, keep them organized according to their revision status and due date. It helps you stay on track to get your papers edited in a timely manner. Next, follow the editor's recommendations. Your editor is an expert in editing academic submissions in their field, and they can help you get the best results. Follow their instructions, make the changes, insert the support material, cite your resources accurately. Do this, and you can help create a better experience for both of you. So in conclusion, outsourcing your academic editing needs to an editor can help remove stress, increase quality, and ensure acceptance of your submission. Follow the tips and get the most out of your editor and your investment. Over time, you'll create a successful partnership with your editor and ensure that all your papers are edited to perfection. If you're looking for an editor, come to firstediting.com. We'll be glad to give you an exact price quote and, of course, a turnaround time that fits your needs.